Dennis, back at the Real Bodybuilding Podcast, episode 195, I believe. How are you, man? We haven't talked in a long time.
I'm good, man, but how are you? That's what I really want to know, because, like I said, I haven't spoken to you since before the accident. Good to see you.
A lot has happened. So I had the accident, and I broke a lot of bones, and I severed some nerves. And now I just got my neck collar off. I had two.
I see that. Yeah.
Yeah, I had. I broke my neck, so they fused my neck. Like, okay, do you want the long version? Do you want the medium version with some details?
Give me the medium version, because I have no idea. I have, I just checked on you, but I have no idea what really happened. And
I'll give you the medium version.
Yeah.
I crashed my motorcycle. I'm on the side of a mountain. They have mountain rescue. Mountain rescue gets me on a stretcher, puts me in the back of a pickup truck, drives me up the hill. They take me out of the pickup, put me in a helicopter. I don't know what's wrong with me at this time. All I know is my hand is numb. I'm kind of coming in and out of consciousness. My hand is numb. The middle of my back hurts a little bit. But I'm like, I couldn't really feel much. Anyway, I'm in the helicopter. The girl counts down from my ribs and goes, I got to puncture your lung, because if I don't, you're going to die, because there's blood filling into your lungs or something like that. I can't remember what it was. So she punctured my lung, and then I passed out, and I woke up 5 days later. So for 5 days, I was in the hospital on a breathing machine and basically on life support, coming in and out of consciousness for like brief moments. I remember seeing my wife. I remember seeing Paul, whatever. And then I woke up, and they told me the list of things. I woke up, I looked at the board in front of me, and it said June 20th. And I was like, fuck, I've been out for 5 days. So then a day or two went by, and they came in and they're like, we're going to have to do an operation right away because you broke your neck. And my neck, so you have two you know how your vertebrae are? Well, my neck was broken, and it was tilted down, pressing on a nerve. And it could feel it in my hand. Like my hand was killing me. Like the pain in my hand was excruciating.
So it's no longer numb, but in pain.
This is a different hand. So my right hand.
That's the other side.
My left hand was numb, which I couldn't feel anymore. My right hand. Oh, by the way, when I woke up after 5 days, they had me strapped to the bed, and I had to
make sure you don't move.
I had a breathing tube. They didn't want me to rip it out, so they had my hands tied to the bed. So all I could feel in the center of my palm was like, it felt like the bone, like from the inside, was just like this ache I've never felt before. Doctor's like, your neck is broken, and it's the vertebrae pressing down on a nerve because it's broken like this. They're like, we got to fuse your neck. I go, what the fuck does that mean? They're like, well, your range of motion is going to be shit. You're not going to be able to turn your head all the way, either way. And you might not be able to look all the way up or all the way down. But they're like, you have no choice. So I'm like, okay. So they put me back in surgery. They knock me out. And then I go out again. I can't breathe. So they had to put me back on the breathing machine. So I'm back on life support for a couple of days. Then they take me off, and I start the process of fucking healing. So really quickly, I broke like 5 or 6 ribs. A couple of those ribs I actually broke in like 3 places. So they're just like hanging out in my stomach. And the doctor said they know how to go back to where they're supposed to go on their own, which I find miraculous. I broke my collarbone. I broke my scapula. Like I said, I broke my neck. I punctured a lung. And the worst of it all was I severed a nerve, C7, I think is like here or here, somewhere in your spine. I damaged 3 nerves and severed 1 on the left side. And that has left my left arm paralyzed. So I have no movement in my left arm except for my fingers. I can move my fingers a little bit like this. and I can grip and I can like flex my forearm just a little bit, but I can't lift my arm up. I can only push my arm down. So that's
But
all
this can come back though, right?
maybe. So
Yeah.
I just
Gotta have faith, bro.
I have faith. I'm planning for both. I'm not the kind of guy that like my head's not in the clouds. Like I kind of live for both, right? Like I think I'm doing everything as if like my arm's coming back, but I'm also like learning how to live with one arm just in case.
Yeah. So is
So,
that why are you still in the sling?
well, I have to be in the sling because if I don't, my arm will just hang. And the more it hangs, the more it will stretch out. My shoulder is partially dislocated right now. And they said it can return to normal on its own as long as I don't let it stretch out and get damaged. So I stay in the sling for a couple of reasons. It looks really fucked up when I'm walking around because your arm just hangs there. You know, it's not moving like in a natural motion. So that's not one. That's two. One is I don't want to fuck my shoulder up any further than I already have. So I keep my arm in a sling. But they were waiting for my collar to come off, and now that it's off, I have surgery coming up in the next. Waiting for the phone call. It's going to be sometime in the next 3 to 4 weeks. They're going to do surgery again. I'm waiting for the call. Once I get the call, then I can. They're going to take muscle from one side of my forearm, put it on the other, or a nerve graft, and that will allow me to move my hand around a little bit more normally. There's that, and then they're going to take nerves from my leg and graft it to my bicep so I can move my bicep around. Anyway, I have to have surgery so that they can reattach some nerves that are functioning. But there's no guarantee.
Yeah.
And even if they do work, he's like, look, it's going to be 6 months to a year. He's like, some people, he's like, I tell them 9 to 18 months. So he's like, he's like, you know, if it's everything's going well, it's 6 months to a year for it to like really take hold and function properly. So I figure for the next year, I'm going to be in a sling. So
Yeah.
I've been really learning how to like do things on my own and, you know, cook my food on my own and like dressed and showered.
Yeah.
Like,
Are you
Dennis,
right-handed or left-handed?
I'm right-handed, thankfully.
So yeah,
So
thank
like
God,
my
man.
left hand is fucked up. So
Think
luckily,
about it. If you had to learn how to jerk off with your left, I had that issue one time. Took me 3 weeks, man.
I think I would be all right. I think like a couple days I'd be all right.
But man, I'm, you know, I mean, like, I feel really sorry that this had to happen to you. But I still believe that you're gonna bounce back, man. You're gonna find a
I
way to
think I'd be
bounce
all right.
back. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I'll be all right. I'm doing all the right things. My eating is perfect. My training is. I'm training again a little bit. I've got like compression sleeves for my arm. I got TENS machines. I got like all the fucking gadgets you could think of. I got rehab. I'm doing everything possible to get my arm back to where it needs to be. So, you know, it'll take some time, but
How did it happen though? Did you hit the curve too
gravel,
fast?
gravel, gravel. Yeah, I was going into a turn. I had the bike leaned over, and there's like a strip of gravel in the middle of the road, and I wasn't in the lane properly. Hit the gravel, bike slid. Then there's also grooves in the road because in California, like in some roads anyway, there's like every stripe, there's a groove with the stripes, right? So the tire slid, and this is what I think happened, judging by how I fell. Tire slid the gravel, hit the pothole, tipped me over. I went high side over the handlebars. Dennis is so fucked up too. I remember this one thing very, very specifically. The last thing I remember, just before I hit the ground, I was going over the handlebars and I'm like heading to the ground. And the last thing I remember thinking is, this is going to fucking hurt like hell.
It's that oh shit moment.
Like,
Yeah, that's fucked up. But I'm glad you're still here, man, because this could have been you could have been completely paralyzed. Who knows what? You know
I
what I'm
could have
saying?
been. Listen, man. Like I said, I was on life support for a while, so it was
Yeah.
lucky that I'm back. But I'm back, and it's
Well, we
been,
have you back, and that's good. So that's why
yeah.
we're here today.
Dennis, how are you doing? I haven't talked to
I'm
you.
good, man.
How is everything? How many rounds of stem cells have you done? Because you look like you're fucking 40 years old.
I've done two. To be honest,
Come
that's it.
on.
No,
I
I
did
swear.
stem cells. I look fucking older than you do.
I listen. I did the first one. That was August. No, July 23. Then I did another round in August 24. That was it.
Well,
Because the first time
okay,
all
what
I
is
did
it?
was
You're part German. What's the other part?
American. I'm African
No,
American. Still.
no,
Yeah.
aren't you like part Filipino or something?
What?
Aren't you
How?
part German?
What is wrong with people? That means if I move to China now and live there for 5 years, I'm half Chinese.
Oh, that's why you just lived there for a while. That's right.
I was
Well,
born
your
and raised in
background's not
Germany.
just straight
All right,
German.
for everybody that's not informed like Fouad, let me just get this straight now. Okay, I am the real German chocolate, I call myself, because
Oh,
my dad, who's U.S. American from New York, was stationed he went into the army, stationed in Germany, met my mom, who is German.
yeah,
That's how this happened. My parents, to this day, they're still together. They just had actually 60th anniversary like a month ago,
yeah.
and that's how I am German American.
Is your
Born,
dad
I
black?
never had
Is
a
your dad
German
black?
citizen. Huh?
Is your dad black?
My dad's black. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Now it makes sense. I'm like, that's why he's brown. No, I fucking figured it out.
So
You
are
were
you
li-
telling me you thought this whole time I was half Thai?
you were living in Singapore or some fucking, I can remember for a long
Thailand.
time.
See, Thailand.
Thailand. So I'm like, I thought that was like the other half.
It's, it's probably people. A lot of people probably were thrown
I
off
bet
when
you
I
I'm not the
remember
only
when.
one.
Huh?
I bet you I'm not the only one that thinks that.
I can understand a little bit why, because a lot of people thought when the first couple of years, the first Olympics I did, I don't know why, because I was living in Thailand, they put
Yeah.
Dennis James Thailand underneath.
Right.
That's how they announced me until I told them, I said, listen, I'm not Thai. I'm not even German. I was born in Germany and raised there, but I'm not German. I
Oh,
have
you're
a
not.
U.S.
Yeah,
passport.
but you said your mom was German.
My mom was German, but the year I was born, which is a long time ago, back then there was no dual citizenship.
Yeah.
So you either, if you are born in Germany, it usually goes towards the dad, whatever the dad is. But
Yeah.
since I was born there, they gave them the option to choose either one, and they
Yeah,
chose
but
American.
okay, I get it. But your mother was born in Germany, so I'm just saying, like, you have German
Yeah,
obviously in you.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm half German.
Okay, so you can't blame me because when I was coming up in bodybuilding,
I blame you for thinking I was Filipino.
no Filipino. You look a little Filipino. I guess I have friends who are
Listen,
Filipino.
listen.
No,
I
no.
understand. I blend in wherever I go. I go to the Middle East. They talk to me in Arabic like I'm from there. I go to
Okay.
South America. It doesn't matter what country they speak to me in Spanish. I just
But I'm
blend in.
saying, but listen, but I'm saying it makes sense for me because when I was coming up, I was watching you. I was an amateur and you were at your peak, I think, because 2003, I think was the year you took third or something like that.
Fourth.
Fourth. Was fourth your best or third?
Fourth in
Fourth.
2003, but people get it twisted. They think 2004 you got third. No. It was
Whatever.
2003.
The whole point
Yeah,
is that was the peak of your career, and that's when I was watching you because I was an amateur, so
yeah,
I get a break. It's not my fault. It's the Olympia's fault.
yeah, yeah. But it's funny
Anyway,
though. You're not the only one that thought I was tight. Yeah.
how do you stay so young, man? Are you eating clean? Are you training all the
I
time?
eat clean all the time. That's just how I eat. My diet has never changed
Yeah,
since I retired. The only thing that's changed is the amount of food and
yeah,
the amount of meals. I'm down to 3 meals a day. I'm
yeah.
eat when I'm hungry. I don't eat if I'm not hungry.
You know, it's funny. I told somebody asked me on a podcast. I did somebody else's podcast, the Unwrecked. It's called Unwrecked podcast. Andrew Barry and Kyle Wilkes. Anyway, they asked me, they're like, what do you think the key to longevity is? And I pointed to Jay Cutler and Ian and a couple other people. I was like, I think it's eating. I think, obviously drugs and everything is part of it, but like, I think the way people eat is everything. So you're telling me you're kind of like Jay, like you just eat your diet all year round.
Same foods all year round.
You don't cheat at all. You don't, obviously
No.
you don't, I know you don't binge, but you don't like
I
go
tell
out.
you, if I cheat, you know what I do? Me and the wife, we bake our own cheesecake. It's a
Okay.
German recipe because they don't use as much sugar as here in the U.S.
Right.
and I cut the sugar from the German recipe in half.
Right.
That's my cheat meal. I eat cheesecake throughout the weekend. Not often, maybe once every 2-3 months. I don't feel like cheating no more. I don't have the appetite. I don't crave,
Yeah. Yeah.
And what's new the last, I would say, like maybe 12 to 18 months, I don't have any appetite after 6 p.m.
Really?
So my body adjusted to not get hungry after 6. So I
Yeah,
don't
but you
eat
don't
at
you
all.
yeah, but don't you get up real early and go to bed early?
I get up real early. I get up, but I don't eat till 9 a.m.
No, I know.
Even
So
though,
listen, so I want to ask you about this because after the accident, my life has kind of changed. I quit smoking. I eat clean now. I'm not like
I
fucking
didn't know
Uber
you
eating.
smoke.
I smoked since I was 14 years old.
I had no idea. You smoke cigarettes?
Yeah, since I was
I would have
14.
put my hand in the fire, as I said before. It is not smoking no damn cigarettes. Are you
I
serious?
know.
Okay, so
I
you stopped
know.
smoking.
I quit smoking because I was stuck in the hospital for a month. I couldn't smoke.
Mm,
So I'm like, I'm going to use this opportunity to quit. So I quit. So I got out. I just was done already.
yeah.
So anyway, I quit smoking and I quit all the Uber Eats, fucking pizzas and bullshit. I've been like eating clean. So this is what I'll ask you. Ever since I started eating like perfect, I've been getting up earlier and earlier every fucking day. Like I got up at 4:30 this morning.
Yeah.
But same thing. I didn't eat till like 9 a.m. I did some work. I had a coffee. I did some cardio. 9 a.m. I had my first meal.
Mhm.
So what time are you going to bed? And aren't you tired?
No, I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. I go to bed whenever I go sit on the couch to go watch some TV. When I'm done,
Okay.
so I try to push my gym time a little bit back. So I go to the gym at 2 instead of like 8 or 9 or 10 in the morning.
Right.
Because I know when I get home and I don't have anything left to do, I'm going to sit on the couch and I'm going to watch whatever I want to watch.
Right.
And then I fall asleep because I am not capable of watching a movie. Never been, never will be. I can go to the best movie and it just comes out. I'll be in the movie snoring my ass off the whole
Right.
damn time.
Right.
So I literally go to sleep, I would say average 7:30.
Are you
Between 7 and
serious?
8 o'clock, I go to sleep.
So you're still getting fucking 8 hours sleep. You're just doing it all earlier in the day.
Yes, yes. Oh yeah, I get my sleep, yeah.
Because I went
And
to
I
bed
don't
at midnight.
sleep. I don't sleep all the way through. So I fall asleep on the couch, let's say 7:30, right?
Yeah.
Then I wake up at 10:30, 11, and I go to bed.
Okay. Yeah, but
And then
still.
I'll wake up at around 4, 5. If it's late, it's 5.
Yeah.
And then I'll do my thing. I
Dude, I went to
like
bed at midnight.
to see when the sun come up, man. I don't want to waste another day where I don't see the daylight. Not
Right.
enough. Because I figured, I'm 60. I'm going to be 60 now in May.
Right.
I'm trying to take advantage of every day, every single day.
That's
And
so
sleeping
crazy.
is nice,
Yeah.
but sleeping, I always think I might miss out on something.
What's your best bodybuilding year? Is it the
My
fourth
best
place?
year,
Yeah.
that
What's your favorite body?
it depends on how to judge it. I mean, if we look at the results, I have to say 2003, the Olympia. But
Okay, but what about your favorite bodybuilding year of your
my
career?
favorite, that's a good question. I never really thought about that. What was my favorite year? I mean, I gotta admit that the '98 USA's, which was the first year they introduced the super heavy. So I was the first super heavy overall. That was a good year.
Oh, you were the first super heavy overall at the
The
90. That
I
was the
was the
first.
first super heavy period.
They needed to
Yeah.
start a new class for you.
They started. I don't think it was for me because it was my first USA. I never competed in the USA before. I went there. I remember in '97 it was still only heavyweights was the heaviest, and then they added the super heavies in '98. See that black and white on that's
This one
from the USA's.
right here. Yeah. I
Yeah,
could tell.
and I remember I weigh in at 232. This make the weight by 7 pounds,
Yeah.
and that was a good year for me. Then
Two 32.
of course, my first year qualifying for the Olympia 2000, the Arnold's, and then the Olympia at the end of the year. That was I listen. I think I had good years almost every year. It's not the best results every time, but I can't complain. I don't regret a single year of my career.
Can I ask you something? And I don't want
Yeah,
to be like the two fucking old guys,
you're not even that old. Come on.
but I just want to ask you this for honestly. Do you see physiques like this anymore at the USA?
Yeah, I see some of them. Not. It's not like
It's not as common.
almost, it's not normal like it used to be,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know. And it's not maybe not so much the physiques because there's physiques today that I really like, but if I have to choose physiques that I really like, I have to cross over to classic.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
You
before we
know,
get into that, what is this photo?
which
Tell
one?
me what this was.
Oh, that was literally like 2 days after the USA's. I came back from Vegas to Venice to do a couple of photo shoots, and then I was sitting at the firehouse with Paul Dillette, who was off season. Yeah.
Did the guys come see you in Thailand when you lived there?
Who? Oh
Anybody?
yeah, a lot of people. Dexter, Milos, Stan McCrary, Dorian. They all came from my wedding too.
Really?
Hmm.
That's pretty cool, man. So you don't have a favorite year, you have favorite looks.
Yeah, yeah. Because for me,
That's right.
see, I took everything with a little different approach. I mean, and I realized that quick when I start coming to the U.S. more. Because, like I said, I was born a U.S. citizen, but I visited my grandmother a couple of times, but I really had no experience living in the U.S. until I started competing.
Right.
And then I realized that the way I grew up and the way I have that German mentality probably in me, where everything is like you got to have everything by the you got to have a plan. Whatever you do, if it's the meal plan, if it's you check your weight, you got to know what you put in your body.
Yeah.
And when I came over, I remember when I met Melvin. In the beginning we didn't talk because we were rivals. And after that, we started to be really close friends. And I asked him, I said, "Man, how much protein do you eat a day?" And when I asked that question, I'm expecting you to tell me in grams how much protein you put in your body, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, 8 chicken breasts.
That's that's not that
I,
abnormal an answer. That's how a lot
I
of guys do it.
know. I didn't
I ate
know.
8 ounces per meal. That's it. That's their
No,
answer.
no, 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 no. 8 chicken breasts.
No, I know that's even worse. But I'm just saying, like, that's what I'm
Yeah.
hearing now. Yeah.
So I asked him, I said, yeah, but how much protein is that? You know how much they weigh? He said, no, they're about this big. He
Oh
says,
no.
yeah, that's when I realized that most of these guys back then, today's probably a little different. Because
Yeah.
back then, people didn't have nutritionists that tell you what to do. They go by, they just check, look at it, yeah, that's enough. You know what I'm saying? So, and I was
Yeah.
like,
By
I
the
was
weight,
writing
you're weighing
stuff
your shit out.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I forgot what I wanted to tell you about the approach, something. Anyways, so
Did you show the guys, like, did you teach the guys that? Did they kind of take after you or no?
these guys realized real quick that, oh, maybe because I came out of nowhere. Think about it.
Right.
I flew in from Thailand
Yeah.
because I was a U.S. citizen. So that didn't give me the opportunity to qualify or get a pro card anywhere else. So I had to
Right.
fly to the U.S., no experience, no nothing, and had to get my pro card.
Yeah.
So, but these guys seeing how I was maybe gave them an idea. It's like, oh, maybe, he's getting that good because he's taking it more serious.
Right.
And then I had
Right.
Melvin coming to visit me in Thailand. He stayed with me, and everything was prepared in the plan. And then you realize, damn, I'm making progress here. I'm only here for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I guess it changed. And you can see when people are really are strict with what they're putting in their stomachs and stuff. You can see they're making good progress. Because at the end of the day, genetics is everything. We know that.
Yeah.
I've seen people turn pro. They didn't even know what they were doing. They had no clue.
Yeah, but that only gets you so far.
I know, but that's
Like your genetics could take you to a place, and then like the guys who put the both together is what I always say, right? Like the Phillies, the Ronnie Coleman, the Sampsons, like the guys who have the genetics and the work ethic, and they just find a way to match them,
But a lot of people don't know the work ethic until somebody teaches them what to do.
I know.
Because you think you're doing everything. Because I had trained with so many people. They came to the gym and we started training, and they looked at me like after, you train like this every day? I said, yeah. Because they literally thought they'd given everything they had when they didn't.
I know. I say that all the time. I say, you're only training as hard as the hardest person you've trained with.
Yeah.
That's all you know. You don't know. So when you came out, you didn't have a coach. You taught yourself all your nutrition.
Yes, yes. I
What did
wanted
you?
to
How
use
did you?
Ace.
What did you read to like learn all the nutrition and learn about your body and like?
There was nothing to read back then. There was no internet. There was nothing.
Yeah, but
You
that's
know,
what I mean.
I tell you exactly what I did. I asked someone who had bigger arms than me and said, "Hey, man, how do you get ready for a show?"
Yeah,
You know, and the answer was turkey, pasta, and pineapple.
that's a
And I
good
probably
mix.
said this 1,000 times in
I
interviews.
think I've heard you say this.
Yeah, turkey, pasta, and pineapple. That's what he told me
Yeah,
to eat. So of
yeah,
course I ate as much as I could.
sure.
He
I
didn't
would.
tell me you have to weigh your pasta. Back then I was just shoveling. I was shoveling. I was
Yeah,
growing. I was getting harder. I wasn't even dieting.
yeah.
You know? So yeah, there was no, I had no coach. I remember when I came to the US for the first time was in 97. I was still an amateur. And I understood that as an NPC athlete, back then the NPC card was $40. I remember. I called John Lindsay. I got the number from Gary Stridham. I called John Lindsay, who was the state chairman back then.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, I want to be an NPC member and I would like to, you know, find out how it works to get this membership. He said, yeah, I can send you the form. Where do you want me to send it to? That's back then it was a bit in mail. They will send it by letter.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
said, yeah, I live in Thailand. That's over the phone, right?
yeah.
And then John Lindsay said, what the fuck you doing in Thailand? I said, I live here. So I somehow managed to get it done through Gary
Yeah.
back then. So I got my NPC membership and I came here in 97 because I didn't know that there was a deadline to qualify for pro. For me, it was important to turn pro.
Right.
So my first show was the Border States Classic because I looked at the calendar and there was a show in San Diego. It was literally 2 weeks before the Nationals. What I didn't know is that 2 weeks, the deadline had already passed, that would have been the qualification for 98.
Okay.
But I didn't know. So I go to the Border States Classic in San Diego, which is basically a national qualifier. I had to do
Right.
that first. So I went there and I signed up and I'm like, what's novice? And I asked the other guy, what's novice? He said that people that, basically like first timers. So I
Yeah.
I signed up for novice.
Right.
I didn't know how all this works. So we get to San Diego. Somebody comes out and says, all novice athletes, this room, all open competitors, this room. So I'm going nice into my novice room, right? I'll take my clothes off and they said, you over there. They basically literally just told me they will not accept me as a novice and they sent me over there to
Holy
the open.
shit.
First show.
That's hilarious.
So I went over there, get weighed in. I was 215 pounds. No. I was 226 that day I won the overall. So I thought now I'm qualified for the Nationals.
Wait,
2 weeks later.
Wait, I want to ask you something. Did you have that same condition at your first show as you did at the USA? Like, because you look grainy as fuck in all your shows.
Yeah, I was hard. I can send you pictures. I wasn't as muscular, but I was hard. Yeah, I was always
still big.
Yeah, I thought so too. So, anyways, so I won the Border States Classic, and then for whatever reason they said, okay, he's here from Thailand. Let him just go to the Nationals. Let's just accept him to go in. And I remember I booked myself a flight to Dallas. I had no idea where I was going. Even the hotel was fully booked. I had to find a place all by myself.
Yeah.
I didn't have anybody.
Nobody, nothing.
Nobody. I was by myself. I didn't even know. Dead serious.
Were you fucking terrified or what?
No, I wasn't terrified. I was just, how you feel, because from the Border States Classic to the Nationals, which was 2 weeks, I went from 226 to the check-ins 215. Because I didn't know that you eat up and you load, you refeed a little bit. So I was dropping.
You were trying to get harder.
No, I just kept dieting and I just losing weight. I didn't know how much I weighed. I never checked myself. Right. I stepped on the scale and I remember John Lindsay was there, and I'll never forget to this day, there was Don Long and was a pro. He was there too, and John Lindsay said, look at him, take care of him. He goes, John saw me 2 weeks prior, and he said, oh, you're flat. So I remember he helped me, she drove me to a supermarket because I didn't know what I was doing, and I don't know, got some food. Anyway, so I was 216 the next day, and I got fourth place. Tom Prince won the overall, who won the heavyweights,
Yeah.
and Orville Burke got second.
Oh,
Garrett Downing got
I
third.
thought Craig Titus was second at that show. No.
No. I never competed against Titus unless only in the pros. No, Titus wasn't there. I think Titus was locked up that year.
No, he was not yet.
No. He was gone for 2 years
He was?
for selling ecstasies. Yeah. I think that was that time.
I didn't fucking know that. Okay.
Yeah, he wasn't even around that time. I remember when he came out. I was already pro.
So Tom Prince, Orville Burke, and then who was third?
Garrett Downing.
Oh, I remember Garrett Downing. Yeah, nice physique. Yeah.
And I got fourth. And for me, that was like, I couldn't believe it. I'm in the top 4.
Yeah.
So I remember after the show, I'm telling myself, I said, and Lonnie Teeper was the MC, right? So Lonnie Teeper, I was like fucking bragging. I was like, fucking, I got fourth. I can't believe I'm in the U.S. All these guys that were on stage, I knew the guys from Flex Magazine.
How many guys in the class?
That's a hard one to remember. At the Nationals, I would say we were at least 20.
Yeah. Okay.
At least 20 in my class.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I'm telling Lonnie Teeper comes to me and said, yeah, so now I'm going to prepare myself 1 year and come back next year because I knew I was qualified. He said, why would you wait till next year? To the Nationals, why don't you just go to the USAs? As a flex reader, I saw the gossips and stuff where we have the USAs just like the California West Coast show. And then, you don't really have a shot unless you're one of those California boys or that. So, but I was like, you know what? Fuck it. So I trained and I came back at the USAs.
How far are they apart?
November to July.
Okay.
So November 97 was the Nationals. In July 98 was the USAs. So they introduced the super heavies. So I weigh in at 232. Melvin weighs in at 226.
Yeah.
So me, I wasn't even thinking competition. I was just thinking, and we weren't friends at that point. He knew I was his rival.
Right.
But I told him, when he weighs in 226, I said, hey, just go drop a pound, man. I'm trying to give him a good advice. I wasn't even thinking that he thinks I don't want you in my class.
Right.
So for that alone, he said, no, I'm staying.
Oh, okay. No.
So he stayed, and I told him after the show, I said, at least you could have been fucking winner in the heavyweights.
Yeah, you could have won something. Yeah.
No, you got second in the supers, but
That's so you won basically got your first card, your pro card in your first year, and at that time, that's crazy. That's not getting your pro card in your first try. Or let's say second try, because you did do the Nationals, but still in your first year, at in that era is crazy.
Yeah, I did a total of 3 shows to get my pro card. I don't know why when you go to Wikipedia, they come up with shows that I've never competed in, and I got 14 at the Junior Nationals, and shows that I've never even. I did Border States Classic, Nationals, USAs. That was it.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. So, what's your favorite show of all the shows?
Favorite show as a competitor or as to watch?
If you have a favorite show. Do you have a favorite show that you competed in?
Of course, the Olympia is the favorite show.
That's your favorite show.
That was the ultimate, yeah.
Well,
that was back then my favorite.
What, not the Arnold?
No, even though I did the Arnold and I qualified at the Arnold 2000, which is a funny story too, because I turned pro in 98. Now, back then, there's one pro card. Literally, there's 5 other champions that night that's going to go home head down because they didn't get your pro card. And of course, you get your spread at Flex Magazine. The whole world now knows this guy just turned pro. He's a new pro.
Can I tell you something? I fucking hated that, by the way, because I was a Canadian. And when you won the Canadas, you got a little blurb in the back of like Muscle Mag International that you won the Canadas. When you win the USAs, you get the whole fucking magazine is yours.
You get a whole spread about you, yeah. Which was beautiful, by the way. So now, of course, now I'm training and I'm thinking my shit was right. You know what I mean? So I said I'm going to the 90 champions, 99. I'm going there. I was confident, man, and I try not to be cocky. It's sometimes hard because You think it's not cocky, but everybody else looking at you, you cocky bitch. I thought I was going to go there. I thought I was going to go there and do something.
Yeah.
Now keep in mind, the Night of Champions back then, we had, I don't know, Milos is probably can research it better, but there was at least 40 to 50 competitors.
Yeah.
So now I'm Tom Prince.
Just for people listening, obviously, if they don't know, there was no classic, there was no men's physique, it was all bodybuilding.
Yeah, all bodybuilding. So of course Tom Prince was in it. Milos was in it. Paul Dillette was in it. So now, and this is where I met Milos at that show. And me and Tom, because we both came, he turned pro in '97 at November. I turned pro 7 months later. Now we're doing our pro debut. And we both find each other up back in the dressing room. So yeah, we both in the top 6, man. First call out. Back then, call out was 3 guys. Not like today, where it's up to 8. Yes, right. It was only 3.
Yeah.
So, but we psyched ourselves up like we did shit. Bro, let me tell you something. I thought, and I got a call from Wayne DeMilia like 2 weeks prior. He called me and told me, just so you know, we testing for diuretics. Don't take any diuretics.
Oh, no way. I remember that.
I was warned. Yeah, I was warned not to take diuretics. What I didn't know is that call didn't mean a damn thing.
Oh, of course you didn't, and everybody did.
Everybody did. Of course, my correct ass is not doing no fucking diuretics. I'm flying in from Germany literally like 2 or 3 days prior.
Like a bucket of water, like just like
of course. Yeah. I had nice shape, but the condition was not where it should be. I thought it was.
Yeah.
Until I saw the pictures. But anyway, so we standing there, they're making call outs after call outs. I'm looking, because we standing in like 3-4 rows back to back on each side.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, damn, 3rd call out, 4th call out. We still standing there. I'm looking at Tom. I was like, God damn it.
Well, because back then,
I'm trying to look between shoulders like judges. Can you not see me?
They can't see you, yeah.
Yeah.
No, they, that's right, because back then they didn't let you leave the stage.
No.
You just had to fucking stand there. Yeah. No, because now, you know how it is now. Now guys will pose. They'll go off stage for a little while, come back.
Yeah. You start standing there like this, you pop your shoulders, your arms there. And then after each call out, by the time they called me, I had my arms like this here.
Yeah. You were done. Yeah, you're done.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So me and Tom, we tied for 14th.
Well, isn't everybody 14 or 15?
No. There was 16, and then everybody's 16.
Oh, okay. So you made, at least you placed.
Well, place. I came back. I came off you winning the USA Championship. I thought I was better than that. But I got a reality check, which was not bad. It actually helped me.
Yeah, you need that.
It helped me. I said, hey, man, don't think for a second. And this is, it's easier to turn pro today. We all agree, right?
Yeah.
And you don't really have to look like someone has to look if there's only one pro card, if there's 30.
Right.
So there's eventually a couple of guys sneak in where they like, you're not really pro material, but here's your card because you deserved it or you earned it. And so I thought I was better, but I realized you turn pro back then, you start from the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and that's what I did.
That's the same thing as me. I turned pro in 2006 and there still was no men's physique. There's still no classic. I turned pro, and Chad Nichols was my coach at the time. He said to me, the Atlantic City Pro is 1 week later. And I didn't want to do it because I'm like, I don't think I'm ready. And he's like, just go. It's like, just go and like get your feet wet, see what it's all about. All right. So I go and I get my ass fucking kicked. I'm too small. I'm just too small. So I go when I was 15th. And then, like you said, 16th was everybody else. So I'm like, okay, well, at least I placed. But I had the same experience. I stood there, fucking call out after call. Me and Matt Duvall, I think, were like last call out. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So, but I didn't go there like you, expecting to kick ass. But being 15th helped because the next year I came back at the Montreal Pro and I was 5th place. And I beat King Kamali and a couple other guys at that show. And I was like, okay, I'm kind of rolling now. And I started to like get better and better. But getting my ass handed to me in my first show was like a good stepping stone, good
If
learning lesson.
if you're mentally strong enough to handle it, if you can do it, if that's, if you can work with that, then it's the best thing that can happen for you.
Yeah,
Because I
good
came
kryptonite.
back,
Yeah.
I literally came back, like, I didn't even wait till the next year's Night of Champions. I waited to, I think it was February, to the Ironman in
Okay.
California.
Sure.
And I tried to get an invitation to the Arnold's, and I
Right.
didn't get the invite.
Okay.
And then I was told that if I place top 6 at the Ironman, I would get a late invite for the Arnold, which was a week later.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the way it always was.
And I placed 7th.
Oh no.
I placed 7th. Yeah. So I was there, and I remember I was staying at Fullerton somewhere, and I was hoping, and I was doing a photo shoot the next day, and I was still, maybe we could do something. And literally nothing until Wednesday. Like,
Yeah.
the Arnold is Saturday, was a one-day
Yeah.
show back then.
Yeah.
So Wednesday afternoon, I get a call. No, Wednesday morning,
Yeah.
I get a call from Peter McGuff that Peter and Jim both, because Chris Lund did a photo shoot with me. He said, "Man, you should see this guy now. He looks ridiculous." And they gave me an invite. I bought a ticket. I flew to Ohio. I competed
Yeah.
at the Arnold. Now, keep in mind, that was 2000. Now I'm competing against Flex Wheeler,
Yeah.
Chris Cormier, Kevin Lerone, all people I admired in fucking magazines for years.
Right. That must
And
have
I
been
ended
awesome.
up placing 4th, and got my qualification for the Arnold, because back then it was top 5.
The qualification for the Olympia. Who was in front of you? Flex, Cormier, and
Kevin.
And Kevin.
Yeah.
And you were 4th. That means you must have beat a lot of good guys at that show.
I beat Dexter. I beat, I don't even know who else was in that show. I didn't give a fuck. I was 4th and qualified for the Olympia.
So your rise to, like, I don't want to say superstardom, but superstardom was pretty fast. Because if you go from 4th call out, sorry to interrupt you, but if you go from 4th call out or 5th call out or whatever at the fucking Night of Champions to 4th place at the Arnold, that's like the next year.
Yeah.
That's a pretty fast, like, rise to, like, hey, everybody knows me. If you're 4th at the Arnold, everybody knows you in the industry. Anyway, you know what I mean?
I can tell you, I can give you one thing right here. The Arnold has the expo, right? Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Right.
So back then it was only a one-day show. Saturday morning prejudging, Saturday night finals. So Friday, I was able to sit at a booth, the Europa booth. You remember the Europa booth? That, they gave us opportunities for athletes without sponsorships to sit there and offer their pictures. Friday, I'm sitting at the fucking booth. I got my 8x10s, I'm just sitting there. I got my pen, I'm shaking that bad boy, make sure it's not going to dry out. I was shaking that, bro. I was shaking that pen the whole day. Not a single, I didn't sell a single fucking picture.
You didn't sign one autograph.
Bro, matter of fact, this dude came up to me and they looked at the picture, they looked at me and said, "That's you?"
No.
I kid you not.
Oh, no.
I didn't sell a single picture, man. I was just, when you have that pen in your hand and you want to make sure that shit doesn't stick. Yeah. I said, fuck this shit.
But Sunday.
Saturday morning, no. Saturday, after prejudging, I'm back at the very same booth. I sold every single picture.
After prejudging, you guys sat at the booth.
After prejudging, I was back there, yeah.
And then everybody knew you. Just like that.
How fast. This is what I tell people. One good showing and a good show in the world put you on the map. Doesn't matter. Now it depends on what you keep doing from there on.
Yeah. That's so crazy. I remember my first experience at the Arnold's was with Muscle Tech. And I wasn't competing yet, but if you remember Muscle Tech back in the day, they were the biggest supplement company in the industry.
I had a contract with them too.
Right. So I'm at the fucking booth, and their booth is like, I don't know, fucking 100 feet long, 80 feet long, whatever. I'm at the booth. I'm the first one. And if you remember the order, they would go best to last. So it's like I was first. I had my pen too. I was ready. Fucking one autograph. And they were giving them away for free. They didn't even buy it. So they it was like me, then it was I don't even remember, man. There's so many people. It was like me, Seth Feroci, a bunch of people. Then it went like Johnny Jackson, Dexter Jackson, fucking Jay Cutler.
Yeah.
Cedric was back there too. Cedric was there too. It was, but yeah, and then Jay was at the very end.
Yeah.
And yeah, I had the same experience, but I never took force. I never played.
And the line from Jay probably blocked your line.
It was all one line.
Yeah, so they're standing in front of you. And
the way Muscle Tech set it up was you had to meet all the guys.
Yeah.
To get to Jay. But still nobody cared to get your autograph, even though they're standing there. So it was like, that was a humbling experience.
Yeah.
But you know, things change as you get better. But anyways, Dennis, we can reminisce forever, but I don't want to keep you on forever. I want to get into the Olympia talk for this year.
I have nothing to do. I'm good.
We just heard today that BEHROOZ is now got his visa.
Will arrive tomorrow. Yep.
Dude, that's crazy. That is crazy. Shakeup.
Yeah, I didn't believe it was going to happen so late, but it happened. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think it was going to happen either. I was like, because we have our predictions pages, and I was like, we just left him off. I'm like, he's not going to get his fucking visa. But I got to ask you, there's a few guys I'm having problems with. So I have my placings, and I'm gonna bring up the placings so I can get your input. But I want to talk about these few guys now, especially that BEHROOZ is involved. BEHROOZ, I don't think is a threat to the top 4 yet. Maybe some point in his career. But I do think he's a threat to 5, 6, 7, 8. But the problem I'm having placing is I also think Vito and Rubiel are a problem for the same placings. But then you have Andrew and Martin that are kind of solid there. So I'm like, what do you think? Where do you think? Let's start with BEHROOZ. Where do you think BEHROOZ sits?
The thing is with BEHROOZ, we already got an idea what he looks like next to great guys.
Yeah.
So we know he's going to stand out. You know.
Right.
Now I don't know what the situation is right now with getting the visa so late. If he, I don't know if he got, went off the gas the last couple of weeks, or I don't know. But if we can get BEHROOZ at his best, I think he's a problem. I think he's a real problem. I think that he, when you say he's not a threat to the top 4, so are you saying that he wouldn't be able to beat Martin?
No, the top 4, in my opinion, being Samson, Derek, Hottie, Nick.
Oh, okay. So you got Nick in 4th. I don't
think he is ready to be competitive with those guys, but I don't know. Maybe you do. So let me just know what you think.
I think he's competitive. He's definitely competitive with all of them.
Okay.
I really believe that he is that good that he can stand next to the top 4 and compete. Now, I'm not saying he's going to beat him, but I think that if anybody leaves the door open and he nails it, he could. It's going to be his first Olympia. We always say first Olympia, you should get your feet wet. But it's not his first Olympia if you look at it this way, because this is the 4th year he qualified. Right. And he was held back by the U.S. government not issuing the visa. So I think that he is better than a lot of people give him credit for.
Right.
And I believe that I don't think anybody can beat Samson this year.
No.
And that's for different reasons. But I think for everybody else, BEHROOZ is a problem.
So let me ask you this. So first of all, this caption here says 7 weeks out. So it looks like he's going hard the whole way in. And his condition looks like 7 weeks out. So it doesn't look like he's taking his foot off the gas at all. I personally don't know if he has enough muscle to stand with the top 4.
I'm telling you, he's bigger than you think. You will see it when you see him in person. He's bigger than he doesn't look as big in videos. I saw him in person one time in Dubai. He's much bigger than he looks. He's really right now, hold on. I think I have the number here, because Milan's updates me. And right now he's like 268 pounds. Ready.
Really?
268 is not small.
No, no, it's not
Yeah,
small
I
at all.
think it
Especially
was.
he's what is he? 5'11", 5'10"?
Yeah, 5'10" ish. I think. Yeah, somewhere there.
Yeah, that's a big dude, especially because he doesn't even have he doesn't have massive legs either. So that means it's a big guy. Like
He's a big dude. He's absolutely a big dude. Let me see what the weight was. I think he sent it to me. That was yesterday. He was 122 kilos, 268 pounds. So think about this guy coming on stage being like 260.
I, but
Beautiful shape. Beautiful
beautiful
shape,
shape.
though.
You think he can beat Nick?
Yes.
All
Listen.
right.
I think he can beat. I think he can beat Nick. I think he can. I don't. No, I think. I don't
You think
even
he can
know.
beat
It's
Derek?
so hard. It's so hard to say. I think
No,
he could.
don't walk it back now.
No, no, no. I'm
Go.
not walking back. I don't think because you listen. I have Nick in the top three. So
Okay.
if yeah, and I think that Nick, even though he doesn't have the shape that BEHROOZ puts on stage, Nick has a package that is just undeniable. You know,
Yes.
and I think the Nick that we're going to see this year can possibly beat Derek because
Yes.
we were sitting right next to each other. All three of us, you, Ian, and myself, we
Yes.
had Nick beating him in Pittsburgh. Okay? So,
Okay.
and that's not the Nick from now. So that Nick now I think is better. And I
Yeah, he
hope
looks like
that,
he's a freaky.
yeah, and I hope that Derek is much better because that's what I'm looking forward to at the Olympic this year, to see Nick
Yeah.
and Derek. Because I think there's an internal a contest going on because Nick doesn't want to lose to Derek and vice
I don't
versa.
think I don't think anybody wants to lose to Derek. I'm just saying. I don't know. It's just I don't know for sure. How I hear. I don't know. But
Yeah.
okay. Let's do this. I don't
I did
know.
my prediction yesterday. Hold on.
All right.
Where
Well,
did
hold on
I
a minute.
didn't even
Hold on a
include
minute.
BEHROOZ
I
to be
got you. I
honest.
got you. Look how professional this is.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready? Do you want to do it the hard way or the easy way?
Anyway, I don't care.
Okay, go ahead. Who's first? Samson?
Samson, without a doubt.
Okay,
I
second.
think Samson got a wake up call that fixed all the mental issues he had, possibly.
Why are you so sure of Samson? Are you think he's going to come in the right condition?
I think so, yeah, because I see things on Samson that I never saw before.
Yeah,
When
I
I
know.
look at his face, I never seen his face this sucked in.
Yeah.
And I just believe that after losing the Arnold, that this was a do or die. And I think he takes things a little more serious when it comes to suffering. And I just saw him mention that even himself,
Yeah.
that he went to that point, and that's what you
Then
need to do.
I'm going to tell you this because I know you trust my judgment. I've seen a couple videos in the last few weeks, and I've never seen him this conditioned.
Mm,
Not even close.
yeah,
Not even close. So, and I've said this before on podcast, as long as they can bring that to the stage and nothing happens in the peak where they spill over or anything like that, I think it's going to be the best Samson we've ever seen.
mm.
So,
And that's good enough for me to be
yeah.
unbeatable because he has the completest package
Yes.
of any bodybuilder in the open category.
Listen, he's really analytical about it. And he said it on he was on my podcast. We were talking. And he said, I had him break down the top four.
Mhm.
And he said, he broke down Hottie's flaws. Derek's flaws.
I saw that.
You saw that, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And he was really analytical about it. And you know what? He was right. He said his flaw was the only flaw that he could fix the easiest.
yeah. Condition.
So,
that was it.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and put Samson in first. Who's
Okay.
second?
Second, I had Nick in second.
Okay.
But I got to admit, I got a picture last night,
Yeah.
after my prediction on the podcast.
Yeah.
I got a picture for.
Nick's
I'm
so
glad I have
notorious.
this opportunity to make some changes.
Okay.
But I did it. I did it. No, I think I did it yesterday. Anyways, I got some pictures.
Can I ask you this? Can I ask you this before we move on? I got some picks too. I'm still going to stick with Samson. Anyway.
No. That's not going to change.
Yeah.
Samson's not going to change.
No, I know. I want to ask you this because this is actually important. Because I do think this is possible. I think Samson's going to win, but I do think this is a possibility. Is it possible that Nick can overwhelm him with muscularity, even though his shape is not as nice?
No. Samson is too big to be overwhelmed.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, okay. He's too big. Overall, too big. How do you overwhelm him? The only thing that he can do right now is, is to have a little bit higher biceps peak. That's it.
Yeah.
His chest fullness is not the same. Unless Samson comes in completely flat, then that will be a killer. But
I've seen Samson flat, and even a flat Samson is still.
Yeah. No, I'm not even debating first place. What I'm saying is I had Nick in second the last couple of weeks at my predictions, and I changed it to Derek in second because I saw Derek's legs yesterday.
Oh, Derek's legs look good.
Fucking great.
That's his biggest flaw.
If he shows up with those legs, then he made some major improvement.
Yeah, but you never know. You might do aldactone 5 days straight and end up with no legs.
I mentioned that too. I said I've seen him with huge legs prior, and then at show day, because if something happens, what's going to go first is going to be his legs. So I was debating about.
So you have Derek in second?
I have Derek in second. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, I got to move Nick down. Okay, let's put Derek in second.
I got Nick in third.
Hottie in fourth.
Yeah. And I'll tell you why. Listen.
I'm going to tell you why you're wrong, but you go ahead first.
Okay, I might be. I hope I'm wrong because I like Hottie, but
everybody
I'm not seeing from him what I normally see this close to a show.
Right.
That real condition that I'm used to seeing from Hottie, I did not see, and he posted a video yesterday or 2 days ago.
Come on, what? No, wait a minute. Where did I see the video? I saw a video where I was like, I just played it, I think, on one of the other podcasts I did. Where
is that when he was standing next to Hani and he was posing?
Yes.
Up about
it?
Yeah, yes. I didn't see what I normally see from him.
Really?
For another guy, this is great, but for Hottie, this is not the same. And I'm judging Hottie because how can Hottie win the Olympia? There's only one way. He's got to stay full, and he's got to be completely conditioned front to back. Now,
I agree.
I'm afraid that this time he's going for size because of Samson, and I think this can hurt him.
Okay, can I give you my take?
Go ahead.
This is why I think Hottie's going to be second. Hani. That's it. Hani, in my opinion, is the best coach in the industry. Okay, when he's by himself, he doesn't have anybody else. He doesn't have a Chris Bumstead to worry about. He doesn't have any other athletes to worry about. No fucking NPC athletes. No bullshit. He's coaching Hottie. That's it. And what I saw in the video when they were posing next to each other is Hottie had a thinner skin. He looked full. He's got Hani's full attention. And I think when an athlete has Hani's full attention, he is going to be conditioned front to back. And that's why I think he's going to be dangerous. He's going to be dangerous even for Samson. I don't think he'll beat Samson, but I think he's going to be second place. I honestly think Hani's going to bring him in like maybe the best we've ever seen him.
Well, maybe it's a bad picture. Or maybe it was a bad video. Oh, what happened? You didn't pay your light bill?
I lost my lights.
Okay.
I just whole new setup. I don't know if I love it. Anyway, go on.
Somebody posted this, after I said this, I've been saying this for a couple of weeks, where I said, to me, it looks like he went for size because he's bigger. You can see Hottie's much bigger.
He looks bigger. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm afraid that, and a lot of people, they did the same mistake. Me too. Trying to chase the champion who's bigger and then sacrifice the condition. So that was 2 days ago. Oh, you can't even see it, huh?
I can see it.
Oh, that was 2 days ago.
Right.
Okay. Look at the striations in the chest.
Okay.
And that was last year.
Yeah.
So I'm
I
not
see.
saying it's not possible.
That's different camera, different light. You
I'm
can't,
just, but what I'm trying to say is I'm afraid that it might not be the same condition guy. What's the worst thing that can happen to Hadi? That he's not bringing his trademark condition, right?
yes, that's the one thing everybody wants
That's
to
the
hear.
worst thing that can happen to him
Yeah.
because we judge him, but this is what we used to.
Yeah.
So if he brings the condition, yeah, he's challenging Samson.
Yeah.
If he looks like he did at the Arnold with better condition from the rear, oh yeah, they're fighting.
Listen, Hani's got a lot of Hani, not Hadi. Well, Hadi too, but Hani is one of the most competitive fucking people I know. He will not let him not come in shape.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, there's no fucking way. There's no way Hadi shows up and he's off. I mean, it could be
Well,
wrong.
Hardy off is on for everybody else, but if it's
No.
Hardy
But I
off,
mean,
we've seen
no.
Hardy off for Hardy. When he won
I
the Olympia, he was off.
I know we've seen Hadi not be his sharpest with Hani coaching him, but I think Hani has something to prove this year. Derek left him. Derek's had a few choice words for him in his absence. And I think Hani does not want to lose to Derek. And I think when he's that focused, that athlete's going to be ready. I'm telling you, he's just not going to let him. He's not going to let him go on off.
That's the good thing about our predictions. Our predictions don't mean trash. It don't mean nothing.
Right. Let's go. These are your picks, so I don't have to try and persuade you otherwise. You're Hadi for
I would look stupid if I change it now because you said something. Because I just predicted yesterday it's going to air tomorrow, so I can't contradict myself right now.
Yeah, but but listen, this is the whole point of these conversations is to convince each other of your point of view. Anyway, what are you doing for fifth now with BEHROOZ?
See, I didn't have BEHROOZ in my predictions yesterday.
I know. I don't have them either.
So does that give me the right to fucking throw everything in the mix again and start from the beginning?
Yes.
Okay, so I apologize for the predictions you're going to hear on my podcast, which will air tomorrow.
This is going to go up today.
Good. So disregard the shit that I said yesterday because I'm going to change my mind because BEHROOZ is here. And I'm going to go from the beginning. Samson.
Okay.
Fuck. I'm going to lose followers again.
I got in your head, didn't I?
No. I'm trying to see who is going to lose to BEHROOZ now.
Oh, okay. So you're good with the top four.
Yeah. Samson. Derek.
Yes.
Hadi.
Oh, Hadi. Okay.
BEHROOZ.
What about Nick?
After BEHROOZ.
Oh wow. Okay, so we're gonna go.
Nick, I'm sorry, Nick. You don't went from second to fifth. I apologize, Nick. Don't get mad at me. But I tell you this, though.
He hates you. Officially hates you. That's it.
Nick is going to be the only one who does not take this shit serious. Everybody else that I'm not having in fucking first, they won't talk to me again. Even if it's Hadi. I remember Hadi, I didn't put him to win. And backstage, I want to shake his hand. And he's like, oh, he said I'm not winning. I was like, oh, man, come on. Don't take this shit personal.
You have Samson, Derek, Hadi, BEHROOZ, Nick Walker.
Yes.
Oh, that's bad picks.
Hey, but you call that bad picks?
You were like, you know what's funny? You're like Sean Ray. Sean Ray has Nick in like eighth. Like
no. I would never do it. Listen, I had Nick in second this whole time.
No, I know. I'm just messing with you. But Sean Ray, I think I saw something. Sean Ray has Nick in like eighth place. I'm like, are you stupid? He almost beat. He didn't almost. Actually, a lot of judges and a lot of fans that were in the.
Sean had Nick in eighth.
I think I saw a clip where him and Bob.
No. I know what you're talking about. No, Sean said that Bob had him picked him in eighth.
No,
he said he gonna make top six. He could see him in top six.
Oh, he better, or else fucking.
Yeah. But you see how close these guys are when you look at it? And at the end of the day, we don't know until they stand next to each other on Friday night.
Okay.
So
Nick Walker 5th. Who's 6th?
Martin.
Martin. Okay.
Then Andrew.
Martin. Andrew.
Then I'm going with Urs.
Ooh.
Call me crazy.
No, I could see it. I mean, you just put him ahead of William, Brandon, Akeem, Rubiel, Vito.
Yeah.
Okay, I could see it. Maybe. I mean, I don't
Listen,
know.
just because we're saying things doesn't mean this is what's going to happen. It's not even a wish. It's not even a wish. I don't wish this.
These are official. These are official standings. You see this website? This is official.
Yeah. Then I have Tonio.
Number 9's Tonio.
Yeah, well, so yesterday was number 8. Everything is moved back because of BEHROOZ.
Okay, number 9's Tonio. Who's number 10?
Brandon.
Damn, you got fucking William.
And then William.
Out of the top 10.
Man, yesterday I had him in the top 10. Billions 10th. It's just because of BEHROOZ now. He just entered. He's going to enter tomorrow, and I think BEHROOZ will beat those guys. He beat him before.
I think BEHROOZ can beat. Yeah, BEHROOZ can beat William Bonac and Tonio, and I don't know if he's ahead of Nick.
I don't know if he's.
I have him in the same call out with Martin and Andrew. I think he's going to beat Andrew because Andrew's conditioning isn't great unless Andrew's figured that out.
Mm-hmm.
I think Martin's conditioning is fucking really wild right now. Mm-hmm. And as long as they don't do anything fucking stupid, like trying to get him on stage, he's going to look better than he looked at last year's Olympia. So I think Martin and BEHROOZ is going to be a really good matchup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway. Well, listen, maybe you're right, but maybe you're wrong. I don't know.
Maybe I'm wrong. Listen, I love seeing shakeups. It's all good.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, if BEHROOZ beat Nick Walker, that would shake the whole fucking thing up. It'd be awesome. It wouldn't be awesome. I don't mean awesome like I want Nick to do really well. But it would just it's cool to see things get shaken up.
Yeah. I think if BEHROOZ, like Milo said, if his legs came up,
yes, that's the key.
It's going to be dangerous for everybody because he has the condition.
You're 1,000% right. His conditioning is just as good as the top 4, if not better. And his legs have always been the part of his physique that's unbalanced. So if he brought that up, then he's fucking really dangerous. He's got a beautiful physique. Beautiful physique all the way around.
Yeah. He's got some really good shots too.
Yeah.
I mean, he won Dubai twice. I mean, he beat all these guys in Dubai.
Yeah, let's take a look real quick. Let's take a look at some of the shots just so we can see if we're sure we want to put him in 4th. That's almost BEHROOZ. Okay, let's see. That's what he looks like right now. Let's see what he looks like on stage. Fuck, he looks good on stage, eh?
Always.
Shit.
Always. He's big. Trust me. You'll be surprised. He's gonna make.
I'll give Milos credit for this. Milos he's very good at getting guys big.
Mm-hmm.
So that I would definitely give him credit for. Fuck, I wish these were upright. There it is. Yeah, that conditioning on stage is wild, especially with that mass. Mm-hmm. His legs from the side are good. I personally don't think he's going to carry enough. There's certain areas like the tricep, the lower lat, like there's certain areas Nick is just going to kill him. Like that back shot, that's beautiful, but Nick's going to destroy him there.
What? Yeah, but
what?
Put Derek next to him. Derek is 20 pounds lighter than him.
Derek's going to destroy him in that back double. You don't think so?
Well, we'll see. Look at his back double. I think he has a great back double.
I think you're friends with Milos. I think that's the problem. So you're
No. I would never do that. No. But I think that back double.
No, I don't think you're doing it on purpose.
It's one of his strong pros.
I just think he's awesome, but the top 4 are just I got to see him next to them. I got to see him next to them. That's all I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see your face after the mandatories.
Yeah. Yeah. He's so dry. It's crazy, man. Look at that fucking condition. It's like there's not an ounce of water on his body. It's crazy.
And the good thing is, and this is what I know, because his problem was always when he gets on stage, because, far distance preps is, to keep him full. And he was always a little bit on the flatter side. That's why he loses the legs.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Milos is there.
Right.
So I know he's going to make sure that he stays full.
Right.
And I can see that him full in that condition, it's going to be dangerous.
Right.
I'm just throwing in the possibilities. I'm not a fortune teller. If I was, I'd be fucking filthy.
Next to the guys. What do you think about Rubiel? You don't have him in the top 10, or Vito?
It's so hard to put people in the top 10 when you only have room for 10.
Right.
And Rubiel is going to be I think he's going to be the biggest show attraction when he comes out on stage. I wish when he comes out, he will come out to the Godzilla song, because that fits him perfect. Just because them legs, when he walks, the legs look like they're coming from somewhere else.
I know.
And I think he has, the most impressive physique when he steps on stage, with those crazy body parts. But I think that this is a different level. And I think that his nerves is going to get to him just a little bit.
Oh, yeah. It's his first show, first Olympia.
Yeah.
What about Vito? He looks pretty wild.
Same thing with him. I think that he has great shots, great front double biceps, but we don't see much from the back. And there's a reason why people don't post from the rear.
Yeah, I know. This I do know. Okay. I can see like that. Okay. So Urs, you got a big jump for Urs there, which could be possible. He's got a really nice physique.
I mean, Urs could possibly be out of the top 10. Don't get me wrong.
All right. Who's 12?
But who's 12?
Who's after William?
After William? Who did I miss?
Hakeem? All the guys are right here.
Yeah, but that shit's so small. Oh.
I can start the shot clock.
I can tell you who's going to get last.
Who's last?
Dorian Haywood.
No, because there's more than 15 guys. He'll be out of the top 15.
Well, so he's going to be, at least he can say you beat. At least he can say you beat a couple of guys. So top 50. This is only. Wait. So Vitali.
Who?
Good Vito.
Good Vito. Yeah. He's where? 12th?
Yeah, whatever. And after William.
Okay. Vito. Who's 13th?
Then Hakeem.
14. You got Brett Wilkin, Jordan Hutchison.
Oh, fuck.
Regan.
Yeah. Damn.
I think your picks are pretty well. I don't think your picks are great, but you're so far in pretty good order.
I say that Jordan will beat good Vito.
Okay, let me remove Vito then. Put Jordan in there. Okay.
And then Regan. No, good Vito because of the condition. Regan, he seems to be better conditioned now than he ever was, but I still have good Vito beating him on condition.
Like this? Jordan, Vito, Regan?
Yeah. Brett Wilkin after that. I'm sorry, Brett, but it's your first Olympia.
So you didn't put Hakeem in the top 15?
Yeah. I guess not.
Oh, no.
Well, listen, I said it's about Hakeem. He's great from the front. He's great from the side. He is less than stellar from the rear.
Let's take a look at mine here. Let's see what you think. Samson, Hadi, Derek, Nick. I have to change them, obviously, because of BEHROOZ.
So where are you gonna put BEHROOZ now?
I'm probably gonna put BEHROOZ right here.
It's too small for me to see. I don't even know what you're doing.
Sixth place.
You put BEHROOZ in 6. So who's slipping out of the top 6?
Who's in the top 6 or out of the top?
Who's
6?
slipping out for BEHROOZ?
Oh, Andrew.
Oh, Andrew.
So Andrew will be 7.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got to find a place for everybody else.
the place is one spot back. Just move them back.
No, I took Rubiel out because I'm going to leave Brandon Curry in 8, William Bonac 9, Akeem 10, Urs 11, Tonio 12, Regan 13, Jordan 14, Brett Wilkin 15.
You saw what Tonio looked like in Dubai?
I know. But it's still, William beat him.
I know, but I don't think that this Tonio now is going to be. No, I don't know.
I love Tonio. He's fucking great.
Yeah. Tonio for me is the dark horse. To shock everybody.
But personality-wise, too, out of my podcast, he's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. I told a story before.
Go ahead.
But his first Olympia.
Yeah.
I saw him at the Planet Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
That was his first and literally before prejudging, like an hour before, I come down to the hotel. I'm at the hotel bar, right? Just before I walked over, and I see him there, and I was like, "Hey, you nervous, man?" He's like, "I don't know." I said, "Let's order some tequila." I swear we had some tequila shots, and then we walked over for his prejudging.
Calm down a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's a cool. And listen, I love his fucking body.
I know,
especially the changes he made.
Yeah, he's got the posing changes. Those were big, but his physique is phenomenal, front to back.
Yeah, and from the rear, his rear lat spread.
Yeah, I just can't. It's probably just because I'm old, and I competed at the same time as like Brandon, so I see Brandon as Mr. Olympia still. So I can't put him ahead of Brandon. Or William.
Yeah, but see well, if you predict this way, then you go by how you like, how much you can't do that. You can't.
No, the reason I put him,
I like him, so I can't put him there.
No. That's not what I'm saying. The reason
where was he last year?
Hold on a minute. The reason I put him there is because William beat him in July.
Where was Brandon last year?
Not 8th.
9th.
No, 8th. Oh, William beat him last year. That's right.
So there's a couple of guys now that he won't beat that are there this year.
Right.
Think of it this way.
Hunter's gone and Raphael's gone.
But there's BEHROOZ. There's
BEHROOZ is going to take Hunter's place, right? And then Raphael's gone.
There's Tonio.
So 2 guys were out.
There's Tonio. There's Tonio. I think
Tonio lost to fucking.
I don't care. I don't care.
Lost to William like 3 months ago.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
As long as Williams in shape, Williams gonna beat him.
Yeah.
It would make no sense for them to pick William ahead of Tonio 3 months ago and then change their mind again.
That's a different show. What are you talking about? I beat you 3 months ago, so I'm gonna beat you again this time.
I'm saying if they're the same. I'm saying if they're.
How many shows did William do this year?
That's right.
He's gonna get tired sooner or later. He's gonna get. I take all this into consideration that these guys competed several times, and even though your mind is still there, the body sometimes doesn't respond the same. Things can go wrong. I look at everything, and that's how I predict. And like I always say, my prediction don't mean shit. People don't get mad when I predict this. It's almost like I'm deciding right now what it's going to look like. You know,
take it over.
The judges don't care what we feel. So at the end of the day, I'm more excited than ever to sit there Friday night. To watch these guys come out in groups, to get the first glimpse.
You're lucky you get to go.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Oh, you're not going?
Listen, I have to wait till first of all, my passport is supposed to come in because it expired. I had to get a new one. It's supposed to be in October 7th, so that's like 2 or 3 days before the show. 3 days before the show. So that's number one. So no big deal. I'll get it. I can get on a plane, no problem, right? And I got tickets, so I'm cool. but they're supposed to call me for surgery. And in Canada, when they call you for surgery, you don't say no because you don't know when the next
because you're on a waiting list. Yeah.
It's not like forever. They like this surgery because it has to be done at a certain time or else
So
the
you
muscles
expect them to call you on the weekend?
I don't know when they're going to call me. That's what I'm saying. They're going to call me at some point in October.
Okay,
so
let's say they're going to call you
if they don't
Friday
call me
night.
No.
And they said, "Oh, we're going to do surgery next week, Tuesday." You're good to go.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll go to the Olympia.
I know, but what if they call you the weekend of the Olympia and tell you for next week? Because they can't do it on the weekend.
That's fine. As long as they're not doing it on the... Yeah, I know. But if they do it like October 6th, 7th, 8th, I'm not going to be able to get on.
So you're just worried that they do it before. You can't go yet.
Yeah. If they do it before the show, then I can't get on a plane, like going to be bandaged up and shit.
So if you don't hear from them by, when are you going to buy your ticket?
I'm just going to wait till the Thursday before the show. If I don't hear from them by Thursday, I'm just going to book a flight and get there on Friday.
Yeah.
Because I don't have anything else to do. I don't have a booth. I don't know shit.
Yeah.
I just want to see Samson get on stage.
Yeah.
I want to see people. I want to hear the crowd because I don't think they're going to fuck up again. Like I know people don't, you say like, oh, don't make excuses. And I believe Samson when he says, I didn't know what it was like to be Mr. Olympia. I had a lot of demands. I was moving into a new house. I was trying to set up a new gym. I had all these things going on.
Yep.
The Arnold wasn't perfect. And I didn't know. He even told me, like, in the last podcast we did, he said, 8 weeks out, 7 weeks out, we were going to back out. But he's like, I don't like to back out of shows. So he had a lot of things going on. He told me for this show, he's like, I got nothing. He's like, I've been focused. I'm happy. I got my own place. I got my own gym. I got all my shit. I got my recovery stuff. I got my sauna. He's like, and when I see those pictures, man, and those videos come through, like I said, as long as the peak goes well, I just want to be there just to hear the crowd go.
Yeah.
You know why? Because this is what I told Samson. It's funny. In my 25 years of bodybuilding, you've been obviously in longer than I have, but usually when you have a person like Samson, like I think of Cedric, or I think of Orville Burke, or I think of these guys that have like thicker skin, that like they don't ever get fully shredded. It ends up being like their hallmark. Like Cedric, as beautiful as a physique he had, there'll always be the people that say, "Oh, if he just could have got shredded."
Right.
Samson doesn't want that. He's like, I don't want that to be my legacy. So I think he's got something to prove, and I want to be there for it. So
yeah,
it's going to be good.
I'm excited. Who's your dark horse? If you had to pick one.
Urs.
Urs.
I think Urs. You know why? Because Urs is very unassuming. You look at Urs and he's in pictures, and you think, oh, it's like a Brett Wilkins, Jordan Hutchison, like Regan, that kind of call out. I think Classic got him ready for Open. The presentation, the way he presents his physique, it's like a little bit slower, a little bit more methodical. He just has a thickness. His arms are more balanced now that he's in Open. I don't know. Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if Urs was like right behind Andrew Jack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's kind of where.
Don't be surprised if he gets a real early call out and is battling, and then all of a sudden you're going to be like, "Fuck, he doesn't even look much smaller than these guys."
I know.
You know what I mean? And I think what's also good about Urs is I think he's going to change the Open just a little bit, because some of these guys, they're going to look at him and they're going to be like, fuck, maybe if we pay more attention to how we present ourselves, maybe we're going to get more recognition. He has an effect. I call it the C-bump effect that he's going to bring to the Open. And I think that's what the Open needed. They needed one person that does the things a professional bodybuilder is supposed to do.
Right. But this is what I said after he did the first show. He has a way of presenting himself that's so professional and so precise. He's not fucking shifting his feet. You know, there's one thing BEHROOZ does that I really hate. He has to bounce himself into position. Mm-hmm. I can't stand it because it feels so amateur compared to everybody else. He still looks great. Don't get me wrong. But that one thing, I'm like, man, the best in the world. You know, you're not going to see Urs bouncing himself into position. You know what I mean? Urs got his fucking makeup done. He's got makeup on his face. Like every last little detail is perfect.
Well, I hope not everybody's going to start putting fucking makeup on. And now we're going. Let's just be clear. That's optional, guys. If you want to take anything away from Urs, look at your posing, the way you pose. Fucking practice a nice routine. Use some good music. Refrain from makeup.
No, it's good. It looks good on him.
It looks good in pictures. That's it. I don't like to see someone
there in person, so I don't know.
Yeah, but listen, you ever been to a TV show? Yeah, right.
Wait a minute. Okay, but wait a minute, Dennis. I'm sorry. I think it looks stupid when the guys go out and they have fucking tan and their face is white.
Okay, but tan your fucking face.
Okay, tan your face. I'm good. Tan your face. Tan your face. Don't leave your fucking face.
But the makeup is not because of the color of the face. It's for different reasons, and I understand. Yes, classic guy almost or man physique. I didn't even know until I got backstage one time and I see these guys getting powdered and shit. I was like, what the hell is going on here? You know, they're trying to be pretty. I thought it was a physique show. Listen,
but those guys are judged on their looks.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're not going to have an ugly Mr. Physique Olympia. It's not going to happen.
Wait till let the makeup come off then. Tell them to come without makeup and see who's ugly on that.
Ryan Terry's really ugly underneath all that. No, I see Ryan Terry in real life.
But Urs is doing his thing, and I think this is gonna help. Even because his popularity is rising like unbelievable.
He's so great for the sport.
Yeah, and that's a good thing about this whole thing. Same with Chris. They're not fake. What you see is what you get. You know how someone can be fake on camera just to fucking play? It's going to eventually come out, you know? And that's why there's always guys that trying to make it, but they will never make it because their true personality will come out.
Yes.
You know? Simple as that. So I like what I see, and I can't wait for Friday.
I think it's a good place to end it there. I kept you on for a little bit over the time that I wanted to. I don't like to keep people too long, but I enjoyed shooting the shit. We haven't talked in a little while.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So hopefully you don't get the call. Hopefully you don't get the call. Yeah, I don't want to. Do you need that surgery right now?
No, I'd rather not get the call till after the Olympia.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to go. I want to be there.
Yeah. So, you need to be there. Be there.
All right, we'll wrap it there.
All right, my man.
I hope you enjoyed the episode, and Dennis is going to have to somehow figure out how his picks tomorrow are going to be different than his picks today.
You know what the good thing is, and if you make it Friday, and you get the chance to stop by the expo, I'm going to do a final podcast live on the expo stage.
Are you?
Yes, Friday, 1:30 p.m. We get to change our picks.
Okay. Can I ask you something?
Mm-hmm.
I think me and you probably, is there anybody else probably have the biggest podcast in bodybuilding? Why am I not getting a call to this podcast?
I think because it's the Olympia that does it. They have a podcast table there. And yes, it's the Olympia. Yeah. It's not anybody else. It's not.
Well, I don't know what they're doing for the press conferences here. I talked to Dan briefly.
Mm-hmm.
We should probably talk about this off air, but it doesn't matter. I talked to Dan briefly, and I hope they call me back to come back to the press conference thing. I don't even know how they're doing it this year, so
I haven't heard anything about it.
I'm excited to see what they come up with. But anyway, if I get to go, I will come by your booth.
Right after prejudging Friday morning.
After prejudging.
Yeah, after prejudging, they have prejudging at the expo stage.
Prejudging Friday night.
No. The prejudging for classic and women bodybuilding, whatever those categories. They start at 9:30 in the morning, and I'll do the podcast at 1:30. I'm sorry. Okay. And that would be awesome to have you on, and so we can just talk our final predictions. It's live.
Okay.
It airs live. That's it. Because we might see a couple more pictures.
Wait a minute. So you're making your predictions official. I made my predictions official.
You already, so yours is not going to move.
Mine will move, but yours is official. It's already on the board. Unless
That's
you call
okay.
me and tell me to change it.
No, that one is okay. I won't change it now, but it's going
You're gonna have a
out to
couple.
get.
Have a couple just in case. Okay, we're gonna wrap it there. All right, everybody.
All right, brother.
Okay, man.
All right, man. You be safe. Hopefully, I see